Low Effort Reviews, Freedom Planet 2. For those of you who don't know, Freedom Planet is a series of indie games that was inspired by Sonic Advance. Bunch of furries, go to space, save the universe, you know the whole deal. And like Sonic Advance, there are a bunch of different characters, each with their different playstyles, that can go through fast stages that give you this really great sense of momentum. I love the original Freedom Planet, and I mostly like Freedom Planet 2. The new characters are great, the shop system and equipment system is great, and the stages are really great individually. As you can see, this stage took 6.5 minutes to complete, and I was trying to speedrun it. That's the thing. Every stage in Freedom Planet 2 is long. Now, they all have interesting, unique gimmicks. One has you teleporting all over the place. One has you changing gravity, one has you changing the flow of water, one has you using keys to change the stage layout, one has you rotating the stage. There's just a ton of really cool, interesting stage gimmicks. And each one of them alone is alright. The problem is I'm heading to the end of just my first playthrough, and there's well over 20 stages. Which means each new stage that you get into, you have to learn the new gimmick, and then you have to play it for like 10 minutes. Some of the longer ones go for like 20 minutes. And again, alone, if you were doing like single level speedruns, that's great. But together as a whole, it really kills the pacing. Because part of the fun of a Sonic style game is just being able to get into a level and go forward and go fast. And there's always this roadblock with these new gimmicks that prevents you from going fast, which again, is fun if that's the only level you're doing. But in sequence, eventually you're just like, when does the speed kick in? The other problem is the story. It's basically MCU incarnate, and by that I mean it's like this incredibly melodramatic story that people can't stop joking and looking at the camera through. Sort of stuff like, oh no, they're gonna destroy the world, and someone's like, I destroyed the world once, that was a bender. I mean, it's lame. It kind of feels like fan fiction, more so even than the first one. Stuff just kind of happens from left field. There isn't enough setup for the big plot reveals. And that can make the story segments really drag on. But at least it has a story, which is more than a lot of platformers can say. Overall, I enjoyed Freedom Planet 2. I mean, it's available at a budget price, and there isn't a whole lot of 2D Sonic stuff to keep the Sonic fans going these days. So, like, it's good, it's just cheesy and paced badly. But I will say this, its voice acting is incredible. Like, they got Chris Sabat, the voice of Piccolo, to do major voices in this. I don't know how they managed that. He plays an angsty Dragon Boy, by the way. Overall, I don't regret buying the game, but it definitely could be better in places. I give it a gotta go fast, why the hell are you not letting me go fast out of 10.